with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sooners will put toe to leather and will get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Missouri Tigers offense will get the first possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air, it's Horn. Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the right. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Roberts. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
The Tigers have this offense rolling. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
That's caught. It's Harris. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will take the field for the first time. And what a great matchup we have of two highly productive runners, David.
And I like the competition aspect of this, Reese. Like, I'm watching what you're doing on the other side, and I'm going to prove I'm a better running back than you. Both these guys are looking to be the man today.
And both guys can go the distance, right? These two running backs seem to get better as the game goes on. So which defense can be more physical, step up, and at least slow the other guy down?
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old, great Sooner running back.
He's going for the big play. Makes the grab at the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. CD and DD, Broyles and Clayton, the Sooners always have guys on the outside that can make big plays like that.
Reese,
He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Sooners!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
you ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing.
He's off to the races. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Horn. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. And he missed it. No good. And here in the first quarter, we remain tied. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And on 2nd down for this offense. Still looking, on the move. Grab near the marker. It's Sharp. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground with the 41. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Got it in the middle, it's Burks. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got his man on the right. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Back to pass, it's Arnold. And the pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. Crosses midfield. The 30. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Missouri! It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game. Looking to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, and second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Toss sweep to the right. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollock.
It's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Looking for a man. It's Horn. Makes his connection. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Get it out on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Using his feet to buy time. He'll pull it down. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. To the ground to try to move the chains. And the Sooners get the first down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Gonna run it. It's Ocha. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. They want to throw it. He's got it. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Arnold. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he doesn't quite get the score, ridden out of bounds at the 3.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you,
and he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Trying play action. Trying to get behind the defense. Pulls it in on the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Missouri will snap it in the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Roberts. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Looking downfield. It's Horn. Throws to the tight end. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. The Sooners send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll go to the ground. Dances away from one. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Pulls and fires complete. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Missouri comes to the line with another first down. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive.
And he'll bring it back. Makes a move. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the run, it's Barnes. Oh, gave the defender the business. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Thompson. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Coming after it. And into the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sooners.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He'll start the return inside the spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down and the tight end's a terrific play. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Missouri! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage. Defense is going to have to get something figured out.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you...
Afterburner's coming. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Looking to throw, it's Arnold. Moving out of the pocket. All kinds of time before he fires right.
Really nice job by the defense. Understand that QB starts to roll out to his right. I got to continue to play the deep pass down the field. I can't just run up and try to go tackle him. Nice coverage down the field, which led to the incompletion.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. And that... Start the drive now. 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They'll throw it on first down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll immediately call timeout. Now on second down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Fires to the right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. It is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He's looking to throw it. Fires on the move. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Quarterback checking off. Looking for a man. It's Arnold. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Tigers will kick it away to start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half is the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
They'll throw it on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Alchuk. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This offense has a second down play. Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll call for the fair catch here. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Handoff from the shotgun. And the Tigers get enough for the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. The give to the back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
A first down run in the red zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 2nd and goal for this offense. Looking for space, it's Roberts. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. They'll try to get the edge on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
He put some heat on that one down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a scintillating big play. 83 yards on the touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Scanning the field, it's Horn. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, it's a sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start to build on. I think this offense is starting to figure themselves out a little bit.
Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Caught near the sticks. It's Anderson. At the 35, he's open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. He makes the catch, but the official's right on top of it, signaling out of bounds. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's going to take off. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this ground.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield, it's Arnold. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's got it on the move. Touchdown Sooners! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Ohio took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Bobcats that fired on all cylinders. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff to the lone back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
1st down here for the offense. They're getting this guy lathered up. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Run in the red zone, it's Barnes. The Sooners get it past the sticks.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Gets it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw, it's Arnold. He caught it. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll run the toss. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
This is just getting gross. I mean, he's close to 500 yards now just dissecting this defense. They have had no answer for that powerful arm.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back goes in motion. Dropping back, it's Horn. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. They move on top here in the fourth. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him.
Looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Leaves it with the running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Sooners! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield. Record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to him. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So Missouri will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Takes the handoff. It's Barnes. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Arnold. Throwing right. Makes a connection. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down.
And offenses practice the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again and again.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They're staring down the defense and this crowd on this huge 3rd and 4. Here's the handoff. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He didn't get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and now they've got a chance to pull out the game.
What a great stop by this defense. Way to bow your neck. Now you got a chance to give the offense the football back, go out, try to make something happen late in this game, and maybe walk away with the victory.
Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Miller. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Horn. Fires to the tight end. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. They keep attacking through the air. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. The 20. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma. What about the speed from that defense? defender on the return.
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Looking to go up top on first down. He's got an open man. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets them up. 1st and 10 from the 36. It's complete on the right side. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. To the air, it's Horn. A shot toward the end zone, and swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Offense gets set for second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down, 4th down coming up.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game.
And he steps in just in the nick of time to get the touchdown they need, and now they need to cap it with a 2.
Great execution, great play calling. Now it comes down with very little time on the clock to your 2-point conversion. The thing you practice throughout the week, the things you're...
And down he goes, and down goes for the moment. The chance to tie the game here in the 4th. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for them.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.